Hey everybody, it's me. I'm back. Drove this today to do a little work on the C10. The C10. Isn't it beautiful? Don't you just love working on old vehicles, especially when they look this good? I wish. Let's get to where we're really at today. As you can see, my C10, the blue one, that's my cousin's beautiful truck. Just won a trophy last week. What we're doing to this is 2-inch drop shackles in the rear, 3-inch leaf springs in the front, just to give it a little bit of a stance. I don't want it all the way down. I still like to use it and go places in it. I ran right there. Don't let anybody fool you. Watching YouTube videos, they're very helpful, very helpful. But nothing ever comes apart and goes back together as easy as it looks on YouTube. Got this whole front tore down. As you can see, my lower control arm got new polyurethane bushings in it. I put a new ball joint in it. Was gonna put the bushings in the top control arm, the upper control arm, and found out it was rusted on both sides. Had holes all the way through it. Isn't that great? How you like that? I got brake fluid dripping down from the fitting up underneath the truck. Never ends. So with that being said, I've been doing this for a couple days now. I ran into some problems and I fixed the problems. Got it greased up, but I got it in there. That's a 2-inch drop shackle. Got to notch the crap out of your bed rail to get that to fit. It's supposed to give me a 2-inch drop. Should. I got this side done. Tomorrow I'm going to concentrate on the other side. Then I'll start tearing apart this. We'll go home tonight, order 2 upper control arms. I'm going to replace that upper control arm in this one too, just for the heck of it. Just so I know, because until I tear it apart, it's going to be brand new. Brand new bushings, brand new ball joints. I got brand new tie rods, it's getting brand new sway bar bushings. The whole front end is going to be rebuilt brand new. It's got new shocks that come with the springs too. So, that being said, I tore it apart. And I'm sitting there, started to do some grinding, do some cutting the bed rail down there. And I seen something dripping, and guess what it was? It was gas. Gas dripping out from the bottom of my fuel tank on the passenger side. Many times did I smell gas. Wife said she smelled gas. Cousins one day walked by and said he smelled gas. I didn't know that the plastic cradle that's up under there to protect the gas tank was holding gas. And when I went down the road, I guess it just flew out and I didn't know about it. A couple times I'd see wet spots on the gravel in my house and I didn't know what it was when I'd move the trucks around, but now I know. So my next project after this is to get it home, get things worked out. Since I still have 2 fuel tanks, I'll just use the one on this side for a little while. And in the process, I'm going to order 2 new tanks, 4 new straps, and I'm going to bring it back here. We're going to yank the bed off the back of this truck, and we're going to put new tanks in it. I'm going to name this truck the Saga. The Saga. It just continues. The saga continues. Every time I fix one thing, it leads to another. But that's what they say about these square bodies. You put $10,000, $15,000 in it, it's still only worth $5,000. But when I get all the mechanicals done and all the suspension done, then I'm pulling the heads. I'm putting a new set of aluminum heads on here with a nice little thumper cam so I can hear it, so it sounds good. It runs a little bit better. And then the only thing I'll have left to do is paint, right? Yeah, whatever. There'll be something. There will be something. It does have new wheels and new tires. It does have a new exhaust on it. I just put new exhaust gaskets on it because I had a really bad backfire and I was trying to figure it out. And I went to a mechanic. He was like, oh yeah, maybe it's this carburetor this, carburetor that. I went home. I changed the exhaust gaskets and they looked terrible. Put some new Mr. Gasket aluminum header gaskets on here, and guess what? It stopped all the backfiring. Rounds good and it sounds good now. So I'm pretty happy. You know what they say about Chevrolet? The heartbeat of America. If you think about my grill, I took all that out, painted it black, put it all back together. Got some nice halogen, some aftermarket headlights. I don't have yellow blinkers anymore. I put white ones in there just for the hay of it. I like to be different. aftermarket side markers. I have a brand new molding kit for this, and I have all the new wheel arches, moldings around the window wheels. My aftermarket taillights, they work pretty nice. I like them. Thing with all the chrome on there, but I'm not doing that until I paint it. Anyway, if you like C10s, you would love this truck. Started off as a 2-wheel drive truck. He put a Blazer front end underneath of it. From the ground up, beautiful truck. You see how pretty it is? Something you can eat off this truck. Look at this exhaust. Like I said, he just won Best of Show at a 4-wheel drive, or a 4-wheel drive truck show we went to in West Virginia. And he deserves it. 70,000 original miles on his beautiful, beautiful paint job. I'm just scared to death working next to it. I'm not worried about scratching mine too much. But anyway, that's all I got going on today. Don't grind if you smell gas. Don't grind and have sparks flying, because it could have been a bad day. Could have been a really bad day. With as much gas that was hanging up underneath that thing, and with the sparks flying there when I was notching the bed rail, it could have been a bad day. But thank God it wasn't, right? Thank God it wasn't a bad day. That's what I got going on right now. I'm gonna try to, I guess by the time my upper control arms or lower, my upper control arms come in, I may be dizzy just thinking about all the work I got to do. I should be ready to put everything together. Tomorrow I'll come in here, I'll put the other shackle in here, and I'll probably hang the lower control arm and tear the other side down. Get as far on as I can, so when my upper control arms come in, I can throw it all back together. There's an alignment shop right down the street, about 4 miles from here. And because I got new tie rods and I need to get the front end aligned. I'm gonna get it home here eventually. I'm about 45 minutes to an hour away from my house. West Virginia, bound. Get with me when you can. Like, share, subscribe. Y'all have a great day.